Hello, my name is John Sveck. Welcome to this All 24 video. Today, Coach Waterman and I have two special guests. We have Coach Gaetan Richard from Western, and we have Coach Pat Sheahan from Calgary. Thanks for being with us, guys.
Pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so we're going to get into to this play. We're going to analyze a play from the Vanier Cup here. So here we have the offense is backed up. It's a 1st and 10 situation. Looks like a quads formation. 4 is fairly tight to the box. Obviously, we'll give Coach Sheahan first crack at some initial thoughts when he sees this alignment.
Well, first of all, this is a very big play in a ball game, even though it happened early. You know that nobody wants to be backed up against a great defense, and certainly the Université de Montréal, they had a terrific defense. They were extremely athletic, etc. This play here, we ran fairly consistently down the stretch. And what we're doing is we're going to bring our number 4 receiver, and he's going to come in and he's going to trap the A-gap player, right? And we're just going to run inside zone. Now, what happened was they tracked him. The defense tracked him, but he got over onto the other side of the midline, and the running back saw it. And what he did was he just kept the play strong, and you're going to see the results here.
Very successful. Obviously, I enjoy the explanation there, and just to see that, understand this guy's job, this number 4 coming in, and it's to, like you said, trap whoever comes through the A-gap. Is that correct, Coach?
Yeah, so this is an A-gap trap here, and then the good news about it is that, well, it's the first guy on the other side of the center. You'll see we create an island nicely. But no matter how hard you train that guy, okay, that when he ends up being in an island, get ready for the trap. If the trap hits him, bang, right then, okay, he's in reasonable position to take it on. You'll watch that number 4 receiver. I mean, it's not a knockout punch. All he's got to do is wall him off. We're in great position here. The back hits it right on time. Everybody else is inside zone blocking. The backside guys run what we call a filter block. And, of course, they track the trapper, if you will. Now, he gets on the other side of the midline. He basically blocks himself. Now, he does a great job here. He recovers, and he tracks the running back down. But, we got a good 15 or so. I think we ended up getting a 20-yard gain here before we're done, our 22-yard gain there. So, I mean, we're 17-yard gain, which is – those yards down there are gold, particularly on the ground, okay, when you're backed up.
And Coach Gates, we will get to the tight here, but do you have any initial thoughts as you watch this play, Coach Gates?
No, it's looks like it's very well executed, and the Sam tracks the number 4 receiver coming across, and he gets himself out of the play. It's tough to, especially when you got such a tight aiming point by the back, and he hits it pretty quickly. So he gets himself out of position, and there's really no time for him to come back and retrace and make the play. So just a great job splitting the defense really in half, and kind of changing it up. Really, you see so many times you bring someone across, and teams will kick out the backside in and run split zone, but this is a great way to change it up and, block a defender that really, he doesn't see this too often in a game. A DN, he sees the tackle step down. He's used to being kicked out. Now, all of a sudden, you got a 3-tech who, he comes through clean. Unless you're prepped pretty intensely, like your thought is maybe it's a missed assignment or something, and you're trying to find the back, and all of a sudden it happens so quick to get trapped. I think it's a great execution, great job across the board here. And again, at a crucial time when you're backed up, the most important thing here is to get that first down so you can, give yourself some space and potentially, obviously, keep the drive going, but also, flip field position a little bit and not get backed up in the next drive as well. So
I enjoy your point there, Coach, and watching this play from a defensive perspective and trying to reverse engineer it, that's my exact same thought. We haven't invested practice time with that player taking on that block. We do it all the time with our ends. So Coach Sheahan, is that part of the thought process? And do you have anything built in? Like, do you ever see that when you're dealing with an end, you could get a box or a spill or different reactions? Do you ever see a different reaction from that 1 or 3 tech, or is it usually pretty standard?
Well, you should be able, I would say that in a complete trapping strategy, you should be able to have, a play that traps everybody on the front. So that's a completely different look. You're really isolating the trap defender. So the only guy who knows it's a trap is the Sam backer. He traps him, and unfortunately, he takes himself on the side of the midline. So that's to your advantage there. That's Coach. I think the guy he redirects pretty well and makes a pretty good play on it. But he's clearly out of position. He should be filling right there. Okay, and because you can bring that guy across, and that can be a full it can be a transverse player on an RPO. He's got to respect that. That's what he's thinking also. That guy's coming across the formation. How far is he going? Is he going to go? He's ready to take him to the flat if he goes. Unfortunately, now he's got to put the brakes on and redirect and play defense. So that's what I said. You create these dilemmas for great defensive football players, right? And creates a moment of indecision, and at the same time, you're creating an opportunity.
And Coach, is this a play in particular that you would scouted and looked at when if you got backed up, you knew the front you were going to get on based off of your scouting report, and this is something you wanted to run going into the game?
No, I would say that getting back to Gaetan's point, this is one of those plays that has, it has a variety of outcomes. There are little changes in here that can happen that you can adapt to. This is basically, this has now become a base play for us, right? So, if you're in a 30 front, he'd come all the way across and he'd trap the end. I mean, if you've got a 40 strong, you're still going to block the A-gap technique. They happen to be in a double B gap, which is highly favorable for us to trap a guy in the backside. So there's a variety of fronts you can run this with. And, listen, if we had pushed it forward and got 5 yards, it still would have been a positive play there. The fact that it broke for 17 yards down deep was a real bonus.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being with us, guys. That was fun breaking down that play. So appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.